why I started a new channel and try to get y'all to understand it a little more. Let me give y'all a little backstory on me, who I am. Maybe you the first time seeing this. Maybe you don't even know who I am. Give you a little background. Yeah, me. So I'm an artist slash YouTuber streamer by the name of PCN Baby J. You feel me? Born and raised in Chicago. Take you guys back to the beginning. How content creation, music, all that shit started for me. And we're gonna roll a blunt in the process. So basically, for me, it all started back in Roman Atwood days. Back when I was only probably like 8, 9, like 10 at the most. And this was back when I was still innocent before Chicago and he's kind of got to me, you feel me? But Roman Atwood just like, he put that spark in me, like made me think about it. Like, oh, his Vlogmas, you feel me? The daily Vlogmas back in the day, all that. So that's kind of what sparked it for me, the initial spark for me. But like, I wasn't thinking like anybody can do it. I just thinking like, fire if I could do that daily vlog, stuff like that. So then I started posting YouTube vids. I was young, so I didn't know what I was doing. I was just posting random shit, whether it was fights in the area. Somebody started fighting. Up Cam, let's get that. Corny pranks, stuff like that. Wasn't even pranks for real. I just thought they was. And Fast Track started getting older. Then I started getting into the hip hop scene. Like I always heard hip hop, but I never really dived into it. I'll say probably around maybe 11, 12. That's when I start actually diving into the music, actually researching, looking up stuff, finding out who is who, putting the names to the voices to the faces, all that. You feel me? And eventually, life hit, streets hit. I started being in the street. Had to forget about music. Wasn't even thinking about YouTube like that. I didn't even really think YouTube was a thing that you can do. Like music, yeah, you can do that. It's, back when you were younger, especially when I was younger, everybody wanted to be a rapper. You feel me? You could be that seems YouTube didn't seem achievable at the time. That makes sense. So personally, I just started getting selling the Zaza. You feel me? And in Chicago, especially back then, it was so easy to make a quick buck off the Zaza. You feel me? You go get you an eighth back in the day, 3-5 Tracy, whatever you want to call it. You feel me? Go get you one for 35. Bust that bit down. 0.5. That's 70 off a rip. You done doubled your money up. It ain't like that no more though. You know, times done. But you feel me? That's more what I was focused on for a while. Had to make money. Had a lot going on in life. Living in shelter, shit like that. Life, and we had to get to the money. So eventually, I just said, fuck all that shit, music, all that shit. We need this money. We finna be streets. Fast Track from about, I would say, 12, 13 to about 16, 17. In and out of jail. Violent, robbing people, stealing cars, everything. Bro. And I say, like, this was right before. What made me get the wake up call to like, all right, I need to get out the street. Get out. Ain't for me. It's probably the last time, second to last time I went to jail. Got locked up right before my 16th birthday. Got in there probably 3-4 months. Fighting the case, end up getting it worked down. Somebody snitched on me. It's a long story. Some of y'all might know that story if you know me already. But at that point, I'm like, I've got to give, bro. I was hitting 16. I could start to work. It's not like I didn't want to work. I just couldn't work. I was too young. Most people in Chicago, that's their problem. They too young to work and they need money ASAP. But once I got old enough, once I got out of jail, got my probation, like 16 into 17, that's when I started getting in the mindset, all right, I need to change things. I need to get out the streets, mind our business, go get a job. I started working at Six Flags, all type of shit, Toys R Us, Jimmy John's. At one point I was working Jimmy John's and Six Flags. Then I ended up quitting Six Flags and Jimmy John's. Worked for Toys R Us. Toys R Us, best job ever, boy. Only reason why I stopped working there is because, it shut down and all that. But I would have been thugging, bro. Would have been thugging in there still. Once I got to working and everything, I bought my first console that I paid for with my own money. I found, what OfferUp is. I found on OfferUp, found me an Xbox. This was back 2018, 16, 17, you feel me? bought my Xbox One. Found that joint for $160, I think. And with games on it and everything, that joint was glitched. I didn't even have to pay for membership on that joint. I playing the game, and it kind of started because like I was bouncing back and forth between jobs, and I was a little homeless for a little bit. I was playing my homie game like 24/7 while I was staying at his crib. Cause I never really had my own console. I always played like the cousin console, the homies, stuff like that. So like I got into on his console, I started playing GTA 5 heavy on his shit. But then I started spending money on his shit. So I'm like, you feel me? I might as well buy my own console. You feel me? I really wasn't even worried about it. But then I bought the console and we started gaming. Hella. Shout out my boy Marcel, bro. He my homie to this day. I ain't got too many of them. We just started gaming daily. Now this, I didn't even know about streaming or nothing like that. Still didn't know about streaming, never watched a stream. Yeah. I started getting into the GTA 5, grinding that shit, buying shark cards and shit. Eventually got my Xbox, grinding it on my own, playing with Fulham, you feel me? And eventually I ran across Twitch and Mixer. I don't know how I ran across it. I wasn't even watching stream. I don't even know. I think the app popped up, something. I just like clicked it and read the description, like, all right, cool, turn it on. I turned it on. And for a while, I didn't know it was streaming. I kind of thought it was just recording. So I can go back and look at the gameplay, look at, like, if I hit something crazy, just go look back at it with the homie, show the homie, like, look at this shit I just did. I didn't really know about streaming. And eventually, I slowly start, like, getting tapped into what streaming is. Eventually, after a while, I wanted to grow. I was already doing music, grinding it. Once I turned off that new leaf, I started spending all my money in the music. I'm talking studio time, everything. And like I was wasting money on the music. I wouldn't say wasting, but like it's expensive, bro. It isn't cheap. Studio time, music videos, all that stuff. So I'm like, maybe if we take the streaming serious, we can bring an audience over to the game, and you feel me? So I started doing research after that because I'm like, man, if we lock in on this gaming and they're already had like 8K on TikTok from cringy vids, from my music, promoting it and all that, never did gaming vids. So I'm like, let's lock in. And I did research for a while and it came down to how to grow, got to start uploading content. Long story short, it all came down to all the research you do on how to grow. It all comes down to grinding content. So I was like, one day I just said, we're going to stop saying and do. And I just started uploading clips every single day. Every day. You feel me? I was posting full-length content once in a while, but I wasn't focused on the full-length content. That's where I messed up at. But I was grinding the shorts daily. People always asking, how you got 92,000 subscribers? Because I was grinding, right? Daily clips. Never paid for anything on this channel, never bought it, none of that stuff. Grinded clips every day. But the thing with grinding clips, it's like, it's a certain type of audience that watch clips. Attention span cooked. Them, they got that TikTok mindset, what they call. On top of, I started streaming on Vertical Live, which is basically Shorts Live. On top of, I'm basically double destroying my shit. Destroying the full-length lives reach and destroying the full-length videos reach. Shorts-wise, they do decent. I can get up to, if I put out a fire boxing vid, we can get a couple 100,000, 20,000 to 100,000 views off one clip. When it comes to the videos, be lucky if they get 100 in 24 hours. So that's why we started this second channel. One, because we need more streams of revenue. I really want to take this next level. Two, in the beginning, of course, you're not supposed to think about the money of it, all that. But I almost got 100,000 subscribers. Most people think I'm rich. I'm not. Not at all. Far from it, because it's shorts, 100,000. Not full length 100,000. You feel me? We need that full length 100,000. That's why we've been grinding the second channel. It's so close to getting monetized. We just gotta keep grinding, lock it in, hope for the best, man. I know most of y'all probably ain't making this far in the vid, but if you this far in the video, man, shout out to you, bro. You're a real nigga. Don't forget to subscribe to the second channel, man. Drop a like on this video. The more likes, more Feel me? The rest of the main channel people can see. Hopefully more see. I don't think that many gonna see this, but just to kind of give y'all a little explanation, man. Other than that, y'all be smooth.